Goku and his friends have already had to face several enemies that threaten life on planet Earth, and some of them even ended up becoming allies and friends of Son Goku, like Vegeta, who came to destroy planet Earth, but ended up being defeated by Goku, and nowadays they are friends and rivals at the same time. Among the various enemies that Goku and his friends had to face over the years, the worst among them was Majin Buu, an ancient demon who was revived by Babidi to conquer the universe. But in the end, Majin Buu ended up killing Dabura, who was his most loyal servant of Babidi. And now that the wizard no longer had defense and control over Majin Buu, so Babidi lost his life at the hands of Majin Buu. Majin Buu now, without receiving orders from anyone, began to destroy the entire planet and kill everyone he considered weak. And this made Goku and his friends face Majin Buu, who altered his form several times, becoming more powerful. In the end, Goku had to ask help from the entire planet of Earth to form a Genki Dama, and using all his energy, the Saiyan attacked Majin Buu, who was in his most evil form. And with that attack, Goku was able to defeat the evil version of Majin Buu, who was disintegrated. After Majin Buu's defeat, planet Earth entered an era of peace, one that almost ended thanks to Beerus, who had said he would destroy planet Earth. Beerus could really destroy that planet, as Beerus defeated everyone including Goku, who managed to transform in Super Saiyan God for the first time. But thanks to Beerus' wishes, he allowed planet Earth to remain in one piece, because Beerus had really liked the food on that planet, and had been surprised by the power of Son Goku and Vegeta that could be improved to a level higher than that of any mortal in the universe. Sometime later, a threat that risked the lives of the entire 7th universe ended up emerging. The Tournament of Power, a tournament where several warriors from other universes faced each other in combat against all other warriors, where only one universe would remain in the arena. During the Tournament of Power, Goku and his companions ended up facing several dangerous situations, and were forced to overcome their limits. And after countless difficult battles, the 7th universe was the champion of that Tournament of Power, with the victory of android number 17, who was the only one standing inside the arena, and as the winner, he would have one of his wishes fulfilled by Super Shenron, and his wish was that all erased universes would be restored, thus giving a new opportunity to all universes. And after all these battles, 4 long years passed. Times of peace for planet Earth that would end because planet Earth would very soon be the target of beings who wanted to destroy it. And with that, a new, more demonic threat emerged. Or perhaps angelic, which will put not only planet Earth but all existing universes in danger because of this great threat. Guys, before continuing this epic story, leave your like, and of course, if you want to help the channel, leave your super thanks below and help the channel financially, and also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news. Somewhere in the 7th universe. Currently in the 7th universe, more precisely on a planet located to the west of the universe, it was possible to see several beings walking from one side to the other in one of the various cities on the planet. The entire planet was in an atmosphere of peace and tranquility, since there were no more wars on the planet, and as such everyone was enjoying that peace. But suddenly some people who had a higher fighting power had a strange sensation and ended up raising their heads towards the sky, where they saw a portal being opened, and then 2 beings came out of the portal. One of them was short and the other was taller, and both of them had their appearances covered by their cloaks. But it was possible to see that the shorter being was holding a staff in one of his hands. The mysterious short-hooded man said, "Are you sure this is the right place? The planet doesn't seem to have strong enough warriors. That one of the fragments of the key will free our mother from her seal would be here," said the little being to his companion, who summoned his staff, which showed a kind of map that pointed to the city they were flying over. The mysterious and tall-hooded man said, "This planet really does not have enough powerful warriors for one of the fragments of the key that will free the mother to be hidden here. But we are on the right planet, and somewhere in the city is the fragment," said the taller being while looking at his team, who could not accurately identify the fragment they were looking for. The mysterious short-hooded man said, "It's been hundreds of years since the fragments were spread across the 12 universes, and all of them were being protected by powerful warriors. But most of the warriors ended up losing their lives for some reason over the years. I don't know why, but I'm grateful. After all, the easier it is, the quicker our mother will be able to return," commented the shorter being, who gave a low laugh while looking at the beings below them. The mysterious tall-hooded man said, According to the information I got, the ancient god of destruction of this universe ended up facing the guardian of this universe because he wanted to be something more than a mere guardian, and during their fight, they were both very injured. But in the end, the former god of destruction ended up eliminating the guardian, and after some time he lost his life because of his injuries, and a few years later, Beerus took over the position of destroyer of the 7th universe. Apparently, many guardians gave up protecting the fragment and went looking for something better, but most of them lost their lives at the hands of the ancient gods of destruction, and those who are still alive will lose their lives at our hands, if they stay in our way. The tall hooded man commented while several images of an ancient battle were shown by a hologram that was coming out of his staff. The mysterious short hooded man said, "I can't say that I don't understand their frustration. After all, we had to spend millennia sealed inside those black holes because our father and his blind loyalty to that brat Zeno. Now let's just do what we came to do. I'm already getting impatient about all this. We need to free our mother as quickly as possible." The short-hooded man spoke with a certain irritation in his voice, as some of his energy was released, but that alone was enough to make many of the beings on that planet suffocate with the density and weight of the energy that was on them. The tall, mysterious hooded man said, "I am too, brother, so go and destroy this planet along with all these insignificant beings, and don't worry about the fragment. It cannot be destroyed even if we both used our full power on it, with the intention to destroy it." The taller being spoke, and upon receiving his permission, the shorter being smiled and began to rotate his staff at high speed. With the movements of his stick, the entire environment began to change, and a rain of lightning began to hit the city. And in a few minutes, the entire planet was suffering natural disasters such as storms, tsunamis, earthquakes, hurricanes, and all living beings on that planet began to scream in pain and anguish, and this made the hooded being smile from year to year. Because of all the natural disasters that were happening, the planet began to enter a critical state, and large fissures began to appear on the planet. After a few minutes, the planet's core ended up collapsing and then exploded, thus destroying the entire planet, taking all survivors together. The tall, hooded, mysterious man spoke, "Lord Makai, you could destroy this entire planet with just one blow, and yet you decided to play and destroy this planet slowly, just to hear the screams and see the sufferings of these insignificant insects," said the mysterious hooded man while looking at his brother, who just laughed louder. Lord Makai said, "Akumo, you don't know how to enjoy life, my brother. We lived thousands of years sealed inside a black hole, and now we are finally free. We will fulfill our mother's wish, which is to bring her back, so we can regain the honor we once had. Until then, I will enjoy it. After all, we are angels, and we don't need to fear anything. We are both angels who were born with the ability to hide our presence completely, and even our parents could not find us if we do not want that to happen," said Lord Makai with a big smile on his face, something that made his brother sigh. Akumo said, "We have a mission, Lord Makai. Let's accomplish this mission first, and then I'll have fun in my own way. And you can destroy as many planets as you want. But until then, we'll focus on what really matters, because our mission is nearing its end," Akumo said while raising one of his hands, and from among the debris of the planet, a kind of star began to float towards his hand, and as he got closer, a kind of disc appeared in his hand that ended up merging with the star, making the disc now have 11 stars inside it. Akumo said, "We have 11 of the 12 fragments, which means we only need one in the 6th universe." Akumo commented before putting away the disc that was actually the key to freeing their mother. Lord Makai said, "In fact, I learned that in this universe there are some mortals who are very close to the level of gods, and there is even one who managed to use the power of Ultra Instinct. Wouldn't it be better if we finish them off now, just in case?" said Lord Makai while facing his brother. Akumo said, "No, we will just do what is necessary to bring our mother back. And after that, she will give us new orders, and we will do it, and together with her and our other brothers and sisters who are sealed with our mother, we will fulfill our desires. And when that happens, our former gods of destruction would regain their former positions of destroyers, and we will return to greatness. So now let's go." Akumo said before hitting his staff in the air, generating a ripple that ended up transforming into a portal that he entered. And Lord Makai took a look in the direction of planet Earth and smiled. Lord Makai said, "Enjoy it while you can, because we will be back, and when we return you will fall. I hope you are powerful, Son Goku. After all, my god of destruction is quite a warrior and he loves fights, so I hope you are able to give him a good fight," Lord Makai said before laughing and entering the portal that soon closed. In the 7th universe, more precisely on planet Earth, it was possible to see that there was a commotion in the Capsule Corporation, as it was the place where Bulma was going to throw a very big party to celebrate her and Pan's birthday at the same time. And to do this, Bulma spent a lot of money, but she didn't care about that. Among the guests present at the party, in addition to all the Z Warriors and their respective families, there were also some extra guests like Beerus, Whis, Shin the East Kaioshin, and his companion Kibido. Shin was there with Kibido because Gohan, Pan's daughter, was also one of the birthday girls, and as a result Gohan ended up inviting them to the party. Beerus and Whis knew that there was going to be a party at the Capsule Corporation, and decided to go even without being invited. But as Bulma was already having a party, she didn't care about the presence of the two. After all, they are practically part of the family. Beerus, Whis, Shin, Kibido, and Bulma were sitting at one of the larger tables when there was some food for them to eat before the real party started. As Bulma was still organizing some things, Shin said, "I normally don't come to planet Earth or look at the things that are happening here. But are these two always acting this way or just once in a while?" Shin asked curiously as he looked to the far corner and saw Goku and Vegeta training together, and a little further away were Goten and Trunks who were doing the same thing. Whis said, "More normal than you imagine. These two can't go long periods without training, and most of the time they do this to avoid getting rusty. And it looks like Chi-Chi and Bulma's son will soon follow the same path as their parents. Haha." Bulma said, "Don't even joke about it, Whis. Otherwise Chi-Chi and I will have a lot more work and a lot more worry," Bulma said before sighing and looking at her husband and childhood friend, already imagining a version of Trunks and Goten in their place, something that made her sigh. Kibido said, "Mr. Shin, apparently a planet on the edge of the universe was just destroyed in a strange way, and from the information I just received, two mysterious beings who were hooded were responsible for the destruction of the planet, but they did not have any type of energy being emanated from them, which is very strange." Kibido spoke after receiving a message inside his mind about the destruction of that planet, which in his eyes were too strange. Shin said, "A planet on the edge of the universe ended up being destroyed by two mysterious beings that did not emanate any type of power? But this is impossible. Even the most insignificant and weak living